Hello friends on Patreon, Erynn and Carl here.
Hey.
And we're beaming into you from Sligo, Ireland, and it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We got the perfect tune. It's Too Young to Marry in the key of D. It was a request from one of you fine patrons, which also goes by
Sweet 16.
And Love Somebody, it's called sometimes, or originally comes from Scotland, My Love Is But a Lassie Yet. So since we're over on this side of the pond, let's do it. It's in the key of D. Our version, though, comes from Paul David Smith of Eastern Kentucky. Great fiddler who I knew well and miss greatly. You can hear him on YouTube. Check out his great version of Too Young to Marry, which we're going to learn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Carl.
You're welcome.
Let's try it out. Paul had so many nice variations for this tune. He sort of played it differently most times through, so you don't have to follow the bowing too terribly strongly because he changed it up a lot. But I'll give you an idea of some slurs here and there that help. Mostly he played a lot of saw stroke back and forth bowing, but we'll start off with a slur. Up, up, down, up. So let's try that. 3 notes on the down bow. Up, up, down, up. And then separate. 2, 1, 3, 1. And you go up to the 4th finger, and I love this slide. I've never heard anyone else do that in this tune. So 4th finger. And then up on the open E. So let's try that from the beginning. We have a slur. Slur, down, up. Separate. 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Slur. And this part is great. Up, up. Okay, so I know that's a lot of notes. And don't worry, when you listen to this, if you listen to this tune a bunch, listen to Paul play it a bunch, it'll get in your ear and it won't be hard to learn. It's not hard to play, it's just a lot of notes. So it starts on the 1st finger on the E string. Let's try that chunk of it. 1, open, 3, 1, open, 3, 2, open. Next part. 3, 1, open, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. And the last part is 1, 3, open, 2, 3. And you're going to slur the last 2 notes. Up, up. So when you put that all together, you would have, starting on the 1 open 3 part, 3 1 open 3 1 2 3 3 1 3 open 2 3. Let's do that again. A little slower. And you'll notice that there's some nice accents in there. So once you get used to the notes, try to fit those little accents in. So let's put it together from the beginning. We had this part with a slur. Up, up, down, up. Separate. 2 1 3 1. Here it comes. Notes. So then you do it all again. You can do the exact same ending both times if you want, but he also does some nice variations. I wrote this one in. So that's another variation of that last line. I like how it goes to the first finger. That's very nice. So you can do that, or you can make up your own variation of that last line. Okay, so if I play it with both those variations for the beginning, we have this. And it carries on. Variation. Okay, so that's your A part. The B part is nice, it's easier, except for the last line, again, has a million notes in it. But the rest is very easy. Gonna do a lot of that. Sometimes this will all be on the down bow. Sometimes it's gonna go up and a down. So just whatever feels most comfortable you can do. But we'll start on the down bow. Up, down, 2, 1. Okay, that first part of the B part, every time you get to that second finger, he plays that with an open A string, so he gets a nice chord. Nice, easy chord. And he keeps the A ringing here. And that just makes it sound so great. It's easy to play, it sounds fantastic. And here's the notey part at the end. Try that third finger on the D string. 3, 2, 3. Going up the scale and back down a little bit. Then start on the open A and go up the scale. And, you know, he varies that too. It might go open E. Other times he goes, stays on the first finger. So he's changing it all the time. Never plays it the same way once. Okay, and just like the A part, he has a wonderful variation on that last line. This is my favorite. So the second time through, he's gone. Listen to this great way he plays it. So try that for a second. This goes 1, 3, open. That is just so interesting. Not what you expect. And then up the scale like you would expect. Again, last line. 1, 3. Okay, let's play the whole B part. Beginning. B part. Good job out there. Okay, 1, 3 open. It's not a great version of Too Young to Marry. I think it is. And Paul also does a couple simple variations on both parts. So, you know, in the beginning where we went, anytime he's got those quarter notes, he often does a variation where he breaks them up. Putting little triplets in there. You know, and adds just a whole pile of notes like that. So try adding some of those triplets in there for effect. It's kind of fun. Lots and lots of notes, but fun. Okay, and then in the B part, I love his variation. So we had a lot of this, right? He starts going... Yeah, so that's a really nice variation, I think. And this is that bowing, 3 separate, 3 slurred, 2 separate. I sometimes call it 3 plus 3 plus 2. Or a syncopated slur. And then you'd carry on. Okay, so that's a little bit of Too Young to Marry, and I hope you try it out this Valentine's and beyond and enjoy that tune from Paul David Smith via the migration journey from Scotland over to America.